111 Osei Kufuor. I'm back at y'all again. This is not a subject. I'm not coming to talk about anything. I'm just coming to kind of roll with the frequencies. Me and the Queen is out today. We are in Atlanta. And right now I just feel good, you know. I'm tapped into certain spirits. And I was telling her earlier, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and share it right now. It's about 23 different entities on what we call this earth realm. And you can take what you want from what I'm giving you, what I'm about to give you, and you can research it, or you can dig down in your soul into the university of your ancestors, of your ancient DNA. When we talk about ancestors, we talk about DNA. You see, your history is in your DNA, and it's downloaded right there. So when I say that there are 23 entities here in my bloodline, they are giving me things that the part of me that was asleep before I awakened is actually battling with. See, the person before I was awakened, he accepted to take on a journey that many before me, it was about 1,000,000 others before me in my bloodline that refused to take this on. So I'm the youngest of the bloodline out of the elders who decided to take this on. So not only do we have elders who don't act like elders in the physical realm, but we have elders who don't act like elders in the spiritual realm. I say that to say that we talk about pyramids. The pyramids is only an architect or a statue of where we reside right now. We live in pyramids. The planet is pyramids. They're not round. They are pyramids. Your cells are pyramids. Think about what I'm saying. The cells inside of your biochemical structure is pyramids. And those who hold the pyramids in their biochemical structure have something that we call a soul. This is why the ancestors built the statues of the pyramids to show you something that was very superior inside of the DNA of certain people that other people didn't have. Now, I'm going to give you an example. If I was to pass away today, right, and they build a statue of me, you just didn't, people who look at the statue don't want to just look at the statue. You would go and do the history and check the records of who I was, because the physical body of the statue is not who I am, right? That's just pointing to a reflection of a reality that was inside of the body that the statue was created to honor. So when you studying me, you're not studying the physical aspect of who I am. You're studying the way that I think. And when you study the way that I think, you can see the type of DNA that I had connected to the spiritual bloodline that I'm connected to. Now, a lot of people say, well, Osei always saying, well, European or the English language, while we speak this ain't older than this. We have to look at this because the English language is more detrimental to us than religion. It's not religion that's holding us down. It's our misunderstanding of it through the language of what we call English. And I won't break that down right now, but I'll just give you something to think about. These 23 entities that I'm connected to, these people that's here on this earth, is not in the form of human beings. They're not in the form of animals, but they are in the form of things that you can see at night when you go out at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And these are the awakeners. Many people say, why do I wake up at 3:30 in the morning? You don't wake up on your own. You don't have the power to wake up on your own in any dimension. There must be some type of celestial body in what we call the sky, which is not a sky. The sky is under your feet, but that's for another day. These are the awakeners. Because when you go through these gates where these awakeners are employed, it is their job. They are on a time clock to make sure that you awaken at a certain time. And these awakeners sometimes fall off. And what happened? The people who they don't awaken, on this earth realm, we say they died in their sleep because they didn't awaken. That's not that. Just like we sue people here on this earth realm, we take them to court. These souls that don't wake up take these awakeners to court when they don't do their job. And guess instead of money, they get to graduate into a higher dimension. So people who die in their sleep, they win court cases and go into higher dimensions. It's too deep for many. It's too deep for many. When we study the aspect of what we call life, life is not what we are experiencing. Life is what we are.
Sure.
Do you get what I'm saying? Life is what we are. What do I mean by that? When you listen to your thoughts, close your eyes, listen to your thoughts. Tell me how loud your thoughts is. Because you hearing me speaking is me putting my thoughts into context of volume where you hear my thoughts. This is why you're saying, don't be loud. I can hear you too soft. But what does a thought sound like? A thought don't have sound. A thought has image. And anything that you think, right, you do as an act. But what you are seeing as an act is the volume that you are hearing through your sight. I can see what you hear, and I can hear what you see. When you conquer those senses and bring them from under the oppressive mechanism of what we were taught, then you master the realm that you in, because everything that you see is sound. The cars that you're driving by you is sound. It's not image, it's sound. When you're making love and you reach the pinnacle of coming, and your queen or your queen coming, that's sound. It's not a feeling, it's sound. And this is why when you go into your queen, if you don't have your senses conquered, you cannot please her. Or she cannot please you, vice versa. Because you are not doing it as an activity, you are creating music. You are painting a picture of art. Art is music and music is art. The difference is, in music, your paintbrush is the notes that you create. In art, the picture that you paint is the music that you hear through the picture that you are seeing. Do you get what I'm saying? So, many people ask me, well, how do you know that slavery didn't exist? But then I have to redirect that same question. How do you know that slavery didn't exist? And many say, well, my mother, his mother said that she was a slavery under this and this and that. Well, I had a great grandmother who told me that there were certain agencies in the government who were looking for people who were born within certain times of their history that they created, to pay them and give them land to actually teach their children that they were slaves. This was not true. They were paying them for comfortability, to teach lies to their grandchildren. They were paying them with land to teach lies to their grandchildren. But you have to remember, at that time, the people who are so-called slaves were under low self-esteem. So anything that the person that they were taught to look up to would offer them, they would take it. And so now, guess what? They took the land, took the money, and under the agreement taught their children that they were slaves when they were never slaves. Why is black people so comfortable with distributing energy of them being slaves? Nobody does that. Even look at this. Even the Indians don't accept the history of the shit that they say was brought up to them. Nobody is out here today crying about something that they can't prove. We are happy that we were slaves. Think about it. How do you become happy that you were a slave? And we keep talking about it. Well, guess what? I'll even give it to you. Even if we were slaves, why are you still speaking from your mind, which creates your reality? Because everything that you put in your mind and speak, this is what you are. What you think is what you are. This is what you be. So even if slavery was a reality, and I was to give that to you, why keep talking about it? Why not make it better? Why not make the history from what was done yesterday better for today? All right? So with that much said, Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor, I'm out.